that rascal with the tweezers in his pocket? Everyone knows it's Butters.
That's me.
August 13th, 1997 was the introduction of the pilot episode of South Park called Cartman Gets an Anal Probe. In this first episode, it's the first episode, we really get a strong understanding of exactly how these boys will work together. We get to see that Stan and Kyle are pretty respectable, whereas Cartman is just offensive and fat and racist at many, many points throughout the show. Along with that, in this pilot episode, we are introduced to many characters that we will see time and time again in this show. Chef, Wendy, and many other introduced in this episode as well. This first episode just gives us a really basic idea of exactly how the South Park characters play into each other and exactly what are the issues and what are some of the successes. This is really a really perfect pilot episode, in my opinion. Our first introduction to Butters, where he's actually communicating and has a role in one of the episodes, is two guys naked in a hot tub. We see Stan, who is obviously not interested in hanging out with any of these quote unquote Melvins, what he calls them. But we really see Butters in this episode as just this really innocent boy who just wants to play. He wants to play Charlie's Angels. He's totally willing to go to great lengths in order to keep everybody safe. He is put out the window on a zip line in order to go down to the cops and tell them that it is not a religious cult in the house. This in itself, the first episode that we ever see him in, that he has any speaking points, it's a very compelling episode. And we really see him being just a genuine human and just trying to get along with all these boys. And it's really nice. It's a really sweet episode. Let's not get away from the topic at hand though. What we're talking about is Butters Stotch.
Lou, I've got some apples. Lou, you've got some too. Lou, let's get together. I know what we can do. Lou.
5 years after South Park was introduced to the public, Matt and Trey, the creators of the show, felt the group of boys really needed a change. This pushed them to actually kill off Kenny for more than just a comedic effect. In the episode Kenny Dies, we see the boys grieving and ultimately trying to find a friend to fill in for Kenny. This is the first time that we've ever seen Kenny die for more than one episode. Butter's character fits into this group of boys almost too well. Eric, Stan, and Kyle are far from innocent. Eric is constantly ripping on Kyle for being a Jew, and in general, their conversations and jokes are in bad taste and somewhat offensive. Butters, on the other hand, is soft spoken and easily manipulated by all of these boys. Butters' role in this group begins to develop as the butt of the boys' jokes. Eric, in particular, goes out of his way to make Butters suffer in many different ways. We see this in the episodes Casa Bonita, where Eric convinces Butters that the world is ending in order to take his place at Kyle's birthday as he wasn't invited. Along with that, in the episode Cartman Sucks, in order to play a prank on Butters, Eric puts his penis in Butters' mouth and takes a photo. Butters' father, walking in on this, sends him to a Christian camp where he's told he's bi-curious and his accountability buddy almost commits suicide. Both of these episodes just show how unaware and trusting Butters is. He genuinely does not believe that Eric or anyone else would ever try to mess with him. The boys convince Butters many different times to do things for them that doesn't benefit him whatsoever. They make him gain weight so he can lose it like Jared from Subway. When that doesn't pan out, they perform liposuction on him in his own living room. They make him dress like a squirrel to sneak into Britney Spears' hotel for a picture, causing her to shoot herself in the face. Not to mention, after throwing a ninja star at his eye, they make him dress up as a dog to avoid getting in trouble. This almost kills him. Even with the struggles that Butter's character goes through throughout this show, he's still a very humbling and honest character. In the episode Raisins, both Butters and Stan get broken up with. Stan gets his heart broken by Wendy, who he's never given any time, never gives her the time of day, and then he's confused when she doesn't want to be with him anymore. He gets even more jealous when he realizes that she has started dating Token, the token black child in South Park. Butters, on the other hand, being so innocent and unaware, He believes that just because the Raisins worker is being kind to him and nice, that means that she's his girlfriend and he loves her. We see this at the end of the episode when she finally explains that they are not together, and we have um, a very humbling phrase or very humbling spiel from Butters that really shows that regardless of what's going on in your life or if you're being broken up with, life is actually great. And he says in
Just got dumped. Well, yeah, and I'm sad. But at the same time, I'm really happy that something can make me feel that sad. It's like, it makes me feel alive, you know? It makes me feel human. The only way I can feel this sad now is if I felt something really good before. So I have to take the bad with the good. So I guess what I'm feeling is like a beautiful sadness.
season 9, episode 19, we see Butters in a much different light. After paying a girl behind the school to give him a kiss, he gets carried away with the idea that boys will pay anything for kisses. Due to his innocence, he inadvertently becomes a pimp, but does not understand exactly what that means. He gives his women a solid percent of his earnings and treats them well, unlike any pimp we've ever seen. And it's a very interesting look into just how unaware of adult situations that Butters really is. He just does not understand that they're real adult problems. He goes to a pimp convention, says the N word because other black pimps are saying the N word. He's so easily manipulated, and it's so funny seeing him in a place of power, in a sexual power, but he has zero understanding of exactly what he's supposed to be doing. He thinks that boys will pay for kisses. He doesn't understand that boys pay for sex, boys pay for prostitutes, men pay for prostitutes. And he the girls that he's taking care of are prostitutes. But he's so unaware of these adult issues that he genuinely thinks that he's just running a program to help these women. And it's just so hilarious and honestly so innocent. It's really interesting. Butterscotch's character throughout the South Park show is really a genuine breath of fresh air. As a South Park lover, Butterscotch's character is genuinely important to me due to his character development. Throughout the show, he just shows us how important he is and how viable he is with all these South Park characters.